Boom. All right, guys, what is up? I'm feeling a little bit better today, and I'm ready to talk about Litecoin. Right now is just possibly a good opportunity to get into it. We're going to dive into the chart, look at the technicals on why that is and where we could be going. And then I'm going to jump back and forth between a few cool news articles that talks about some of the upcoming things coming for Litecoin and some other bullish signs. But let's just get right into it, all right? First off, just so you know, Litecoin is sitting in lucky number 13. That's my jersey number. Spot right now in the rankings. It is sitting at a 14.18 billion market cap. It is down about 32% in the past 7 days with these kind of flash crash that we've had over the past couple of days with Bitcoin, but up 18% already in the past 24 hours. So let's look at the chart. First off here on the chart, I want to talk about this line that I drew right here all the way across. This support line, well, a little bit of a resistance line here way back in the beginning of the year, January, and then it gets kind of treated as a support level then here in February. And then in March is another support level again, bounces off it again at that 160 to 170 range. And then we kind of surpassed it, we were moving up, and then we had the flash crash. The Tesla doesn't accept Bitcoin. It's bad for the environment. That China is not wanting to buy or allow Bitcoin purchases possibly or whatever. And we snowballed that, down and then down all the way. This bottom wick actually pushes to 150. But consolidates to that similar kind of support line around that 160 to 170, and we already are seeing the candles coming back up. We got that large bottom wick, which is pretty bullish sign to now start coming back up this way, reverse hammer there. So this line right here is a 20 period moving average, and you can kind of see the general trend of Litecoin from the beginning of the year. It's pretty bullish. It's a nice slope upwards there. I like that. But what else is a good sign for Litecoin? Well, first let's zoom in and just look a little closer at this. I'm going to switch it from the 1 day candle to the 4 hour. All right, so taking a look here closer in, just 10 days ago to today, the worst of it was about a 55% crash that you're kind of looking at. That Litecoin went down, down, down. And what does this present now? Opportunity, guys. Opportunity. So, I'm not a financial advisor, but from the patterns and what we looked at before, my prediction is that this is going to go up. It's going to be pulled up by Bitcoin. There's bullish signs with Bitcoin going up as well for the short term. So it could be a good time to get in now. And I'm going to drop this video as soon as I finish editing it, pretty quick, just for you guys. So if you like that, please hit the like button. I'm trying to get stuff to you as quick as I can, because you can't let this stuff sit for a day. It just fluctuates too much. I'm trying to get the info out ASAP. So let's look out of the charts now and at some of the news. So social media here, taking a look at their Twitter, one of their most recent posts just from a few hours ago, that feeling when you learn what MWEB, that's Mimblewimble, really is. Hashtag Mimblewimble is set to be the largest upgrade to the hashtag Litecoin network ever, promising to provide fungibility for all while improving Litecoin scalability. What is Mimblewimble? So basically, Mimblewimble, and here's their roadmap, is going to be a network upgrade that uses extension of the blocks and almost like another separate blockchain just for more privacy, I guess you could say, and more anonymity. You know the word I'm trying to say. Damn it, one sec.
Anonymity.
Anonymity. There we go. So we see here in this Mimblewimble roadmap that their release is coming up this summer for this Mimblewimble code, this upgrade. And we can see by the end of the year it being activating. And then they say, may God have mercy on the fiat currencies of the world. Oh, so that's bullish news. Look at that. That's a big post for them here recently. Then going down, Lambo from Litecoin. The interesting thing about all the buzz with the carbon footprint with the proof of work coins such as Bitcoin, measured in terawatt hours of electricity. Bitcoin's all the way up at 114 terawatt hours for those miners for the proof of work protocol that it uses, whereas Litecoin is at 3.2 terawatt hours. So heck, 3% of 100, it's a heck of a lot less. But we all know, there's other consensus protocols such as proof of stake that are a lot more efficient or energy efficient than proof of work protocols. So there's a possible competitor there in this area for sure. And real quick, here's another article from not too long ago, about 10, 12 days ago, a little bit older. Top analyst says traders are sleeping on several altcoins, unveils Ethereum, Cardano, Litecoin, and Chainlink price targets. And really, it was more of just a quote thinking that he believes Litecoin can reach $700, and he could see that quite easily. He talks a lot about Cardano being pretty bullish there too, which I love as well. Here's another one. Litecoin price hits 13-month high against Bitcoin, all-time high next for Litecoin. This was back May 6th, and they predicted that pretty well because we saw those all-time highs on May 10th on the chart. Now, this was against Bitcoin, but there was some other interesting data in here. Take a look at this chart from Glassnode showing the spike in the number of active Litecoin addresses beginning 2021, indicating rising demand for the silver cryptocurrency. Pretty awesome. Look at that. I mean, that does show a lot of demand kind of going from, towards the end of 2020 here to the beginning of 2021. Pretty bullish sign for Litecoin users. And at the end of this article, they talk about some price predictions being that I think it's realistic to say Litecoin will reach above $1,000 eventually. A pseudonymous crypto trader tweeted, maybe even close to 1,500. And I'll talk about when I think that might happen towards the end and some other targets. Speaking of which, I saw here too, they talk about two very important resistance levels. Being 226 and 305. Funny enough, we're pretty darn close to getting to that 226 resistance level, and it looks like we are kind of steadying up on this first kind of rise back, but I think breaking through that could be something like one of these, where we reach it and boom, it's a big candle that breaks up through it. But we will see. So those are some bullish articles and indicators that I kind of just recently researched here. Now, I want to play this fair. There are some bearish signs behind Litecoin too. Let me know in the comments if you're bullish or bearish and what your case is. Now, there is this report that does make a good case that I understand that, their primary use case as a payment mechanism is facing increased competition. The crypto space is getting ever so, not complicated, but lots of competition coming in. And there never were much of a use of a store of value. But a big part too is, their consensus protocol with, proof of work, where all these other ones are using, secured proof of stake and whatnot that are sometimes a little bit more efficient and whatnot. So it seems like possibly the technology could be lagging behind other projects. Other projects seem to be kind of grinding a little harder, and they may get outworked. They are strong in the industry. They have lots of support and name recognition. They definitely face some challenges from the competition. Bear sign right there, just trying to be fair. Now, let's talk about my predictions and what other people think as well. So, CoinMarketCap has this price estimates feature on some of their coins. If enough people vote in, about 50 people have voted on this. I put in an estimate of about $400 for the end of June is what I put in as my estimate. Now, once again, I'm not a financial advisor, but just looking at if it maintains from the beginning of the year the same kind of trajectory, that puts us, in the end of June towards 383, and I think it could be more exponential, and it spike back from this low and push 400 by mid to end of June. Now, looking even further out towards the fall and towards the end of the year, I think that other crypto trader was right on, thinking that we could be hitting somewhere around the 700 to 800 range, and that could definitely be likely. But other people here, the average for the end of June was 320 if you take every 50 people's averages, and there wasn't enough people doing this voting thing on CoinMarketCap to do the fall, but I think you could see 700 by October, possibly 800, and up by the end of the year. Those are my price predictions. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hey, please definitely like this video, and subscribe if you can. I'm trying to build these subscribers up, trying to hit 100. Let's build something here, and I'm going to keep dropping these cool videos, looking at the news, looking at the charts, and going through it real quick so I don't take up too much of your time, but still getting in depth enough to provide you with some cool info. But feel free to look up some of these things like Mimblewimble. There's a lot more information on that. And I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.